Welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to go over creating live Keynote slides. And it works about the same way for PowerPoint. There's some tutorials in my section 8 where you can learn all about the details of PowerPoint. So we're going to create one big slide deck for the whole course, and then we'll create individual slides for each lecture. And then I'll show you how you add your bullets, your images, and then how you store your scripts and notes to yourself down below each slide, something called presenter notes. And then that will also have what they call an image list, kind of like what people might call a storyboard. And so that way you can go through your slides and kind of note which images that you want to go find to put in each slide. And then we'll organize all the slides into a logical course and create separate lectures and a separate Keynote file for each lecture. And that's what we'll record as a movie and upload to Udemy. It's really simple. So we'll just go look at it now live. Okay, so here we are back at Workflowy, just a little review. So if you remember the last lecture, we created our outline for our course, How to Roast Your Own Coffee. So this is the structure of your slides for Keynote. You just follow along this list. So you can keep it open in a second monitor, or like what I do is I just keep my iPad to the left of me, or you can just print it out. I mean, however you want to do it, or just flip back and forth between windows. It's all laid out. You just follow that and create your slides. Or you can go, remember Trello, and just lay out all your lectures in these lists across the top and your board, Trello board, which is called How to Roast Coffee Beans. And then that way in each list, you can add these cards which have all your information that you're going to use, right? So that could help. So like in lecture 1, the photos I'm going to use, the text, the different resources, I want to remind myself of what to say, the links here, everything I need to create my lecture 1 is stored in this one list with all these little cards. So that's enough. I won't bore you anymore on Trello. Okay, so now back to Keynote, and here is our How to Roast Your Own Coffee slide deck. These are all the slides for the whole course of How to Roast Your Own Coffee, and we used Workflowy in Trello, which we just saw, and we created these slides. I mean, there's the first kind of introduction to your course, and then there's the actual introduction, and it goes over the 3 main points about why you should roast your own coffee: taste, freshness, savings, and a nice image to stir up some emotions, get you to pay attention and remember what's going on. And then we start right in with section 1, and we list out the lectures that are in section 1. And then we start lecture 1, and then on each lecture, I usually like to start with all the points in the lecture bolded, and then the first point I'm going to talk about is bold, and then the second point that I talk about is bold. So as I'm talking, or as I have a little talking head maybe in the left or right, the audience knows to focus on that point right there, the second point down. It's a small little detail, but I think it looks nice. I think it helps, it keeps track of things. And then, we just go on, and then you can see there's up to 47 slides. We won't use this slide deck. We're going to use this as just kind of a scratch pad, kind of a design area, so we can get it all together, and then we'll go in here and we'll take like the first 3, copy those, and create a new file, a new Keynote file, and create a movie out of that, where we'll do a voiceover, which we'll do in the next lecture, show you how to do that, or a talking head. So that's pretty much it. And then we'll go here. Let's see. So this is what I'm talking about. See, below each slide is this area that's called your presenter notes, where you can keep your script or notes to yourself, or I have notes of how to do the screencast, or an image list, which would be kind of what they call your storyboard. So you can keep track of all the different images that you want to include in your slides.